Welcome to the Courageous Moms Podcast, a place where moms like you, facing the challenges of a child battling addiction, can find faith, hope, and connection. I'm Christie, a mom walking this road alongside you. Here, you'll be reminded that you are seen, you are loved, and most importantly, you are not alone. Together, we'll uncover the courage within us to face each day and embrace the grace that carries us through. Let's lean on faith, hold on to hope, and take this journey one step at a time together. Hey Mama, welcome back to the Courageous Moms Podcast. I'm your host, Christie, and if this is your first time listening, I just want to say you are not alone. And if you've been with me on this journey, welcome back. Today's episode is titled God, Grace, and Ground Rules, and it's a big one. We're talking about boundaries. Yes, those scary, necessary, powerful things that make us feel like we're choosing between being a good mom and being a firm mom. Spoiler alert, you can be both. Now, if you're anything like me, when I started on this journey, the idea of setting boundaries felt like betrayal. But I promise you, boundaries are not rejection. They're actually love in action. In today's episode, I'm going to unpack that truth with faith, a little humor, a lot of grace, and some super practical tools that you can start using today. I'll also be pulling from my book, A Mother's Love, Navigating the Journey Through Addiction with Hope and Strength, as well as a go-to resource for many others, Dr. John Townsend's book, Boundaries with Teens, When to Say Yes and How to Say No. You can grab both of these in the show notes below. So grab your cup of coffee, your self-care checklist, yes, the one from the Courageous Moms Toolkit that's linked below, and let's get into it. Let's begin where I like to start with God. When your child is battling addiction, it can feel like your whole life is spinning. The structure you built, the trust you poured in, the future you envisioned, it all feels fragile. But God isn't shaken, ever. One of the prayers that I love is the serenity prayer. Here it goes. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The wisdom part, that's where boundaries live. In Proverbs 4:23, we're told, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Mama, boundaries are heart guarding. When you set them, you are aligning yourself with God's call to steward your own well-being. And yes, you're still being a good mom while doing it. See, we don't set boundaries from fear. We set them from faith, from a belief that God is working even when our kids are resistant, distant, or rebellious. Boundaries are our part, and trust is His part. Now let's talk about grace, because let's be honest, most moms I know, especially those walking this path, are way more comfortable giving grace to everyone else than themselves. We'll forgive our children for relapsing, we'll give their counselor another chance, we'll make excuses for everyone around us. But when we mess up, when we yell or we cave or we cry in the car because we should be stronger, we beat ourselves up. Let me say this clearly. You deserve grace too. Grace says, I'm still learning. Grace says, it's okay to change your mind. And grace says, I made a mistake, but I'm still showing up. When you give grace to yourself, you model resilience to your child. You show them that failure isn't final, that love doesn't vanish when things get hard. And let me just add, sometimes grace sounds like, no, not this time, or I love you, but I won't fund that choice. You're not heartless, you're heart strong. All right, take a deep breath because we're about to get into boundaries. This is where it gets practical because I know some of you are thinking, okay, Christie, I get it, but how do I do this without losing my mind or my child? Here's what I want to say. You don't set boundaries to punish. You set them to protect both you and your child. From the Setting Boundaries with Love checklist resource that is also in the Courageous Moms Toolkit, here are a few cornerstones. 1. Communicate clearly. No guessing games. Say it kindly but firmly. I love you, but if you bring drugs into the home, you will not be allowed to stay here. 2. Define your non-negotiables. What are your lines in the sand? Lying, theft, violence, emotional manipulation? Make a list. Pray over it. Share it clearly. 3. Set consequences in advance. Don't wait until you're emotionally exhausted. Decide now. If this happens, here's what I'll do. Write it down if you need to. 4. Stay consistent. Stay compassionate. Consistency is love that can be trusted. Compassion is tone and timing. 5. Avoid enabling. This one stings. It's so hard to watch them struggle, but fixing everything for them steals the very lessons they need to learn. 6. Prioritize self-care. Grab the self-care checklist linked below and make it your daily companion. You're not being selfish, you're refueling for the journey. And 7. Seek professional support. Boundaries aren't hard, but support helps you hold them. Therapy, support groups, trusted mentors, etc. Yes, yes, and yes. These aren't rules of exile. They're rules of love. Now, let's lighten it up for a second, because if we can't laugh a little on this road, we're gonna burn out. Anyone else ever set a boundary with their child and then immediately text their best friend like, I did it, I said no, but now I need to cry in therapy? Yeah, me too. This isn't about being stoic. You can be fierce and still binge Sweet Magnolias to decompress. You can set a boundary and still cry afterward. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. So breathe, sip your coffee, hide in the bathroom if you need a moment of peace. We've all been there. As we're ending this podcast today, I want to bring us back to faith. The God who gave you this child is the same God who is walking them through recovery. And He's walking you through your recovery too. Because Mama, this is your healing journey too. Trust that He is using even this, especially this, for growth, for redemption, for restoration. You are doing sacred work. I want to close by reminding you that your boundaries are not a betrayal of love. They are an expression of it. And in a world where moms are often taught to sacrifice themselves to prove their love, choosing limits, choosing rest is revolutionary. If this episode spoke to you, please share it with another mom who needs it. Like it and leave a review. Every comment helps spread this message and reach another mother who is in the trenches right now. And until next time, Mama, stay strong, stay rooted, and stay courageous. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Courageous Moms Podcast. I hope you're walking away with a little more hope, a lot more strength, and the reminder that you're never alone on this journey. If today's episode resonated with you, don't forget to check out the Courageous Moms Toolkit. It's packed with resources to help you find peace, set boundaries, and navigate this challenging season with love and grace. You can grab it now using the link below. And if you're looking for a supportive community of moms who truly understand what you're going through, I'd love for you to join the Courageous Mom Circle Support Group. It's a place where you can connect, share, and find encouragement from moms walking the same path. Before you go, always remember that you are not alone and you are stronger than you think. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Courageous Moms Podcast. I'm Christie Studd, sending you love, hope, and strength. Together, we can find beauty through the struggle, and yes, sometimes through rose-colored glasses.